The story of Diana, Marua, and Bahati is more than a love story. It's a study in how affection can be packaged, priced, and posted for profit. What began as a headline-grabbing romance between a gospel artist and an effervescent influencer morphed into one of Kenya's most lucrative lifestyle brands, a family empire produced for clicks, streams, and sponsorship checks. But when intimacy is a product, the seams eventually split. This is the Bahati brand, equal parts devotion, drama, and deliberate design.
Kuna stress kama niko. Mtano. Enjoy.
Baby, mi nimechoka kutafuna haki. Nimechoka kutafuna.
Sijali.
Nitafunie.
When Bahati first put his relationship with Diana on public display, he didn't just announce love, he launched a new line. The pairing felt engineered for attention, a gospel singer with a devout fan base and an influencer with appetite for spectacle. Every milestone, the traditional wedding, baby announcements, birthday surprises, became a content drop. Socials, vlogs, and TV spots stitched private life into public programming. In 2024, the family's media ambitions found a global outlet when the Bahati's empire debuted as Kenya's first reality family title on Netflix, turning domestic scenes into prime-time entertainment and offering sponsors a direct line into the living room of the nation. That Netflix moment was a seal of legitimacy. The Bahatis were no longer just celebrities, they were a packaged, exportable narrative. Reality TV gave context to their brand strategy, conflict, resolution, and the perpetual hook of what happens next. When your life is a show, everything is both a moment and a merchandise opportunity. The Bahati model is textbook influencer capitalism. Diana fronts beauty launches and lifestyle endorsements. Bahati sells music, concerts, and appearances. Together, they amplify each other's commercial reach. Product placements slide into birthday cakes, brand deals close during couples Q&As. Even spats can be reframed as episodes that boost views.
Hata uwezi wewe ngoja hata anniversary yetu iishe. Okay, mimi niendage nikiangalia nikikuangalia ni nani anakutext wanaume wako wote na kuambia.
Wanaume wangu.
Umetextiwa na dem.
Wanaume wangu.
Umetextiwa na dem.
Mimi niko na wanaume.
Umetextiwa na dem.
Ni nini? Twende tukae chini. Why you shooting Joe? Why you shooting this way? Twende tukae chini uniambie shida ni gani?
So tutakanga chini. Mwaka ya kwanza tukae chini, mwaka ya pili tukae chini, mwaka ya tatu tukae chini.
Tumeshaika chini juu ya wanaume kunitumia message.
So unataka tuanze kukaa chini mwaka ya tano.
This synergy has clear financial logic. The couple's combined platforms generate sponsorship interest across categories like baby products, fashion, travel, and even spiritual brands seeking association with Bahati's gospel roots. But it also creates dependence on perpetual visibility. When attention is the revenue stream, quiet equals financial risk. So the brand must keep giving the audience something to talk about. What distinguishes the Bahatis from other celebrity couples isn't just fame, it's their strategic use of controversy. They understand that in the digital age, outrage equals engagement. Each online spat, tearful apology, or dramatic announcement becomes a marketing event. When Bahati releases a new song, Diana often stars in the video. When Diana launches a new venture, Bahati headlines the rollout. It's a symbiotic PR machine, feeding off public curiosity. Even their so-called breakups or public disagreements conveniently coincide with major releases, leading fans to wonder whether their relationship drama is authentic heartbreak or orchestrated hype. In short, the Bahatis have turned vulnerability into visibility and visibility into value. They have mastered the gambit by performing a crisis, harvesting engagement, and monetizing the catharsis. This often includes leaked messages, staged fallouts, and dramatic social posts, which all ripple into headlines and episode previews. Sometimes the drama feels organic, but often it looks like calibrated noise.
Happy anniversary, baby.
Happy anniversary! going out for dinner?
Yes, baby.
Thank you, honey.
So, at the core of the Bahati empire lies strategic monetization. Their family content dominates YouTube, generating millions of views per month. Combined with influencer deals and event appearances, the couple's brand reportedly earns them 6 to 7 figures monthly. But this financial success is tethered to constant exposure. To sustain engagement, the Bahatis must keep reinventing their narrative, from couple goals to family milestones to public feuds. It's a treadmill of attention where stopping might mean fading. And in Kenya's competitive influencer economy, fading is fatal. For years, the Bahatis sold us a dream, a picture-perfect marriage that glittered brighter than the lights of their own fame. But in 2025, that dream began to crack. And when it cracked, it wasn't quiet. It was televised, reposted, and algorithmically amplified in real time. It began with Seti. October 2025, a new single, a new Bahati. Gone was the humble gospel star we'd once known. In his place, a man bathing in symbolism and sensuality. The video dropped like a cultural bombshell. Bathtub scenes, lap dance choreography, the kind of imagery that would have been unthinkable for the Bahati who once sang about grace and glory. The internet erupted. Fans called it betrayal. Critics called it rebranding. But one person's silence was louder than them all, Diana's. Within an hour of the premiere, she drew a digital line in the sand. She announced she would not be part of this new era, that her brand, her beliefs, her values were not up for sale. In that moment, Kenya didn't just witness a marital dispute. We watched a brand divorce unfold in public view. Two halves of an empire suddenly pulling in opposite direction. Bahati defended himself, saying art must evolve. He tagged the video as age-restricted, insisting it was just creative expression. But for many, the damage was done. His gospel halo had slipped, and Diana's crown of loyalty began to look like restraint, the quiet resistance of a woman protecting her empire from the flames of her husband's reinvention. And then came the moment that made the internet stop scrolling, an innocent anniversary post. Bahati uploaded a heartfelt message celebrating 9 years of marriage. Sweet, loving, predictable. Until Diana replied. Just 3 words. Since we got married. 3 words that shattered the illusion. 3 words that made Kenya's digital jury sit up and take notes. Because suddenly, everyone became an investigator. Screenshots of old interviews, traditional wedding photos, YouTube vlogs where the couple promised a postponed white wedding. Fans pieced together timelines and realized the math wasn't mathing. Was it a genuine slip of memory, a PR misfire, or yet another publicity trick crafted to fuel engagement? No one knew for sure, but one thing became clear. When your love story is a business model, truth stops being the point. What matters is what trends. This wasn't their first rodeo with controversy. The Bahatis have long understood that drama drives demand. In 2024, as they prepared to launch The Bahati's Empire on Netflix, Kenya's first celebrity family reality series, something curious happened online. Cryptic posts and emotional unfollows. There were photos of Diana out with other public figures, whispers of separation. The blogs ran with it. Then came the reveal. It was all part of the show's build-up, an orchestrated storm to hype a premiere. And it worked, spectacularly. The show debuted to massive numbers. The nation tuned in to watch the reconciliation, the tears, the apologies, and the promises. In the influencer economy, even heartbreak is a marketing plan. Some called it manipulative, others called it genius. But the truth is simpler. It was profitable. For every fan who praises their transparency, another condemns their oversharing. They've been accused of turning marriage into marketing, using their children, their conflicts, and even their faith as content pillars. Every milestone becomes a monetizable moment. Birthdays filmed for sponsorships, tantrums edited for relatability, hospital visits captioned with hashtags. To some, that's inspiration. To others, exploitation. And at the center of it all stands Diana, the lightning rod of it all, bold, candid, unfiltered. Her vlogs feel more like confessions than content. She cries on camera, laughs mid-rant, and then plugs a brand seamlessly before the outro. Her critics say she overshadows Bahati, that she's transformed him from musician to supporting cast in the Diana show. But others argue she's simply playing the influencer game better than anyone else, consistent, controversial, and completely self-aware. In the court of public opinion, authenticity has become the ultimate commodity, and the Bahatis are always on trial. If the Hype Tribunal could hand down a verdict, it would be uncomfortable and unsurprising. The Bahati brand is a business. The marriage is an asset. That doesn't mean the marriage is fake. It means the marriage is managed. Managed affection has value. Subscriptions, sponsorships, show segments, and sustained media deals. But that value comes at a cost. Authenticity discounts, audience cynicism, and a precarious identity split where one partner's artistry can impale the other's brand. Diana's recent public stance reads as a recalibration. Place the business of Diana before the business of Bahati when the two conflict. Bahati's artistic pivot reads as a gamble. Expand the brand's range at the risk of alienating the original market. Both choices are defensible, both are dangerous. And so, the story of Diana and Bahati doesn't end with a song, a vlog, or a post. It ends with a question. In a world where love can trend and heartbreak can be monetized, the line between reality has never been thinner. They've built an empire from affection, turned emotion into enterprise, and proved that in the digital age, visibility is the new vow. But beneath the filters, the contracts, and the controversy, one truth remains. Authenticity still matters. Are they two hearts chasing love or two brands chasing relevance? That's not for the headlines to decide. It's for the audience. Because here at the Hype Tribunal, we don't just watch the story, we put it on trial. This is the Hype Tribunal. Your verdict decides the legacy. If you believe in bold storytelling, subscribe and drop your verdict below.